Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. We are glad to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. If you like this video while you're watching it, please feel free to click the like button. And if you want to subscribe and join the family, we'd love to have you be a part. Okay, let's get down to business. Since Trump won the election in 2016, the Democrats have been throwing more spaghetti at the wall trying to see what will stick than an Italian rookie cooking contest. From Trump stealing the election with the help of Putin to claiming he is actually insane, and they, not the voters, have determined he should be removed, and of course, Stormy Daniels and too many other pieces of unripe spaghetti that bounced off the wall nearly as fast as it hit, to list without putting everyone to sleep. And now, the Washington Post, E.J. Dionne, and Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, admit impeaching Trump is just not worth it. In the meantime, the rest of us should quit pretending there's a big debate about Democrats about impeachment. There isn't. There is actually consensus, which is why House Speaker Nancy Pelosi won broad support when she pushed back against impeachment during an interview with the Post. True, there is an intellectually legitimate case that the House has a moral and constitutional responsibility to start the impeachment process now, given what we know about Trump's misdeeds and lies. Except, there isn't. And that's his real point. There is not an intellectually legitimate case, because if there were, the American people would be in unison voice on this issue, and they clearly are not, with most Americans agreeing that impeachment is not the right thing to do. This is backed up by E.J. Dionne, Representative Nadler, and Representative Brad Sherman, who all lust for impeachment, but recognize hot air and wishes don't create on-the-ground facts that actually move people. So how are we supposed to feel about this as Americans, that we have been repeatedly spoon-fed dreams of the Democrats' fantasies as realities on the daily news programs and news outlets, instead of actual reporting about what actually happened? Do we just chalk it up to, fake news is now the new normal because of Trump, and reporters will get it right with the next president? If we take that stance, are we surrendering our desire to get real news presented straight for 2 to 6 more years? How can a republic survive when its news outlets are in fact de facto propagandist arms of only one party, that party being Democrats? Sensible voting cannot take place without having true, fair, and accurate data to choose from in order to make wise voting choices. It's plain that Democrats and their media operatives have forsaken their journalistic and representative souls in order to rid themselves of Donald J. Trump. And they keep failing because they're doing it based on lies. They failed against Kavanaugh, too, for the same reason. But they can win if Americans are starved of the truth and are only getting Jussie Smollett-style news, where MAGA people creep around in the middle of the night and attack people like monsters under the bed of small children. Fortunately, enough Americans still have enough brain power to recognize when the news is filled with fertilizer that only stinks and doesn't grow anything. However, after 40-plus years of indoctrination farms called public education, the upcoming generations sound far more like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez than George Washington or Benjamin Franklin. In fact, they despise George Washington and Benjamin Franklin. The victory of the Washington Post admitting they have lied to us constantly about Trump is only evident to those who see the mea culpa for what it is. But for those who still swallow the blue pill, they never get to wake up until the USA becomes Venezuela. As Tammy Bruce put it, after all, if you believe that the duly elected president of the United States is actually a foreign agent for a nation that has historically been an enemy of this country, you should be shocked at Mrs. Pelosi walking away from the idea of taking action. End quote. People who know their country has been attacked don't lay down and say, okie dokie, never mind. But this is exactly what the Washington Post and the Speaker of the House are doing. Now, what are the consequences for all of this malice and deceit? Tell us what you think should happen to them in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll have more content coming to you later.